Because I feel like it's bad for our country, America, not.
But protesting the president isn't?
Can you say that again?
So it's bad for me to report on actual events, but to protest the president is not?
Is that what I said, lady?
That's literally exactly what you said. I have it on video. Yeah.
She's nice.
I thought you guys were nice too. I just wanted to talk to you. Why don't you like President Trump?
Is she nice?
Why don't you like President Trump?
Wait, she's not nice?
Why don't you like President Trump?
Daughters.
So?
He's a misogynist pig and a sexist.
How so?
He likes to grab people's pussy and brag about it.
So you don't think it's true that rich people have an advantage with women?
It shouldn't be a president.
Excuse me?
Shouldn't be a president.
I mean, that was a leaked tape, a recorded conversation. Would you like all your conversations put out in public?
You know, I'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay, so he said something that has absolutely nothing to do with policy. What do you don't like about his policy?
What policy?
Having a border?
He cannot read his.
He's written multiple books. Hold on, what do you think about the travel ban? What do you think about the travel ban?
I think they ought to ban you.
Why? I'm an American citizen.
Well,
Hey, do you realize that the countries
deport idiots.
do you realize? So you'd be gone. Do you realize that the travel ban was actually from countries Barack Obama bombed?
Get your finger at him.
I'm just curious if you knew that.
Don't put your finger.
Do you know that Barack Obama bombed those countries?
Do not put your finger in my face.
I'm asking you a question.
Redneck trash.
That's very sweet of you. You're a nice lady. I'm sure your family's really proud of everything you've accomplished. For infowars.com, this so. Actually, wait, hold it. Let me see if this guy can ask again. Actually, I know Alex's family. I know his kids. They love him. He's a great father.
Is that what the court said? Is that what the people said?
Yeah, you're literally reporting fake news.
Well, you actually are reporting fake news.
I haven't reported anything. I'm just asking you a question.
What's the question?
Where did you find? All right, let's ask you. Why don't you like President Trump?
He's a liar.
What did he lie about?
Do you really not know?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
Well, you could Google it.
Google what?
Why don't you try?
So you have no answer.
My answer is why don't you try?
You're out here protesting. You spent hours out here today sweating. Why don't you like President Trump?
Did they hire you for listening skills or for?
So I'm going to predict this again on camera. This guy's realizing in his head right now he has no arguments. He has no points. I've completely trumped his argument.
Alex Jones taught this guy everything he knows, and that's all you needed.
And I'm kicking his ass.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, that's my boss. He's awesome. What's up? Who's your boss?
See the Liberty lady up there?
A statue? What, do you work for the government?
Not yet.
Oh, that's what it is. You're a government worker. That's why you don't like Trump.
He's really good. Like, was it bobbing for apples?
Bro, you are out here protesting, and you have yet to say one thing. Yet to say one thing. All right, I'll talk to this guy. Can I have an interview, sir? Here we go. Let's see if he'll give me an interview. Sir, are you running for office?
I am running for office.
What do you think about Trump's travel ban?
I think that Trump's travel ban is terrible.
Well, do you think that we should let people into this country that Barack Obama bombed for 8 years?
I don't think that. I think that's like a false equivalency.
No, that's a fact.
Well, Trump wants to bomb all these people too.
Who does Trump want to bomb?
Well, that's why he's increased all our military spending.
But who does he want to bomb?
He's bombed Syria.
Okay, he has bombed Syria. I actually don't like that. What do you think? Do you think that was a false flag chemical attack?
Oh no, it wasn't a false chemical attack.
So wait, so then you don't like the fact, you think that Syria chemically attacked its own people and you don't want us to stand up to that?
I'm saying that's a false equivalency to say the reason that.
Can you say something other than false equivalency?
Yeah, I can say a lot of things. I think that we're a nation of immigrants and people that.
But people that came here legally.
Well, everybody's. If you get in line, you get towards a reasonable pathway to citizenship. I mean, I want to have a safe border too, but I think that if we get the number of undocumented people down because we have reasonable pathways to citizenship.
Doesn't Trump want that though?
Well, Trump's not doing anything to increase that. Yeah,
well, the Democrats are stalling.
Well, doesn't the Republicans have control of the House?
Yeah, which is incredible. That's a great point. The deep state is running in Washington right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I agree that the more the administrative state runs, the Trump agencies running. Yeah.
So you're running for District 21.
That's right.
Are you running on the campaign that you don't like Donald Trump?
No. My campaign is actually about unification. I want to bring like jobs. I want to bring ending corruption. I want to bring government for the people.
You kind of sound like Donald Trump.
Well, in a non-fascist way.
Oh, he's not. That's ridiculous. He's obviously a capitalist.
Well, Donald Trump wants to. He said he was going to drain the swamp. Let's put it that way. But then why did he just put a bunch of corporate lobbyists in his administration? I mean, where is the swamp actually being drained? With the people that I talk to that are conservatives.
He did fire Comey.
He did fire Comey, but he did so for the wrong reasons. He fired Comey because Comey wasn't getting off of the investigation.
Yeah, but didn't the Democrats call for Comey's firing because of the way he handled Hillary Clinton's email investigation?
Well, I think the problem here is you're making it all about, like, just because one party called for his firing, they can't be wrong later to say, hey, a reason for firing him later was wrong.
But isn't an incompetent FBI director an incompetent FBI director?
If he was incompetent, it would be, but he was actually being objective on both sides. He made a mistake with the Hillary thing. But
I mean, if you're the FBI director, you can't really make mistakes like that.
That's true, then why wasn't he fired right at the beginning of the presidency?
Well, he had to do an investigation. He had to ask him some questions, and then he fired him.
Well, do you deny that he asked Comey for his loyalty?
I think he admitted that, but what's wrong with that?
Because the FBI is independent investigations. You can't have loyalty from somebody investigating you. I'm a criminal defense attorney. If the FBI is loyal to a side, then they're not going to have...
Well, I'm glad that you said that, though. As a criminal defense attorney, do you see any criminal activity going on with Donald Trump?
I do. I see a full-scale case of obstruction of justice.
But what justice was obstructed?
An investigation.
Into what?
An investigation into finding out about his Russian meddling.
But they admitted that there's nothing there. It's fake news. CNN admitted it.
It's not fake news.
But there's nothing. What do they have? They've investigated for a year.
There's still an ongoing... If there was nothing, why would there be an ongoing
Why did Barack Obama ignore it when he heard that Russia was hacking? Is that not obstruction of justice?
Barack Obama didn't ignore it. He did sanctions on Russia.
No. Did you not read the story in the Washington Post? He knew there was Russian hacking, and he chose not to do anything about it.
Barack Obama has admitted that he didn't act fast enough after the election.
So is that not obstruction? Should we investigate him?
That's not. It's not obstruct. What did he do to obstruct?
Well, you're saying that Trump obstructed.
Trump obstructed because Trump knew an investigation was ongoing, and he tried to impede that investigation.
And Barack Obama knew there should be an investigation, and he chose not to investigate. So how is that not obstruction?
Choosing not to investigate is different than impeding an investigation.
Yeah, but if James Comey was incompetent, wouldn't you want a competent FBI director to head the investigation?
And the time to fire him for his incompetence was long before, and then, the words are in Trump's mouth. He admitted to Lester Holt that he fired James Comey because of the Russian nonsense. We have him telling everybody to leave the room, to have a secret conversation with Jim Comey, where there are no witnesses.
Do you know that Comey called for that secret conversation first, actually?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. That's a fact, sir.
Well, you might call it a fact because James Comey disputes it, so I don't think that's a fact.
No, he admitted it.
No, James Comey had a meeting with him before a dinner, but we're talking.
And he called for that meeting. That was Comey's meeting.
We're talking about the meeting where.
So that was called by Trump, not Comey. The first one was called by Comey.
I don't think that's true. Comey always said that. I don't know my facts on whether that was called by Comey. I know Comey has always said he always felt uncomfortable having one-on-one meetings with Donald Trump.
You know what? Let's get back to what matters, because you say you're about unification. Why can't you get behind Donald Trump? He wants to create jobs. He wants a strong border. You say you're for that. He's come through on both those fronts.
Well, he actually he does not make our communities safer. Having ICE come in to the immigrant communities and hide out at the courthouse and arrest victims of domestic violence when they're there to testify.
But what about the illegal immigrants that come here and kill people?
You asked me a question, let me finish. When ICE comes into the courthouse and obstructs justice themselves by arresting people.
Obeying the law?
No, it's not obeying the law. We have states. I thought the Republicans cared about states' rights. If you care about states' rights, then when the state of Texas is prosecuting somebody and they need a victim to come in and testify, to have the federal government come in and arrest that victim just sends waves of fear through the immigrant community where they won't even call the police.
I'll agree with that. I think that could be federal overreach. However, cutting federal funds to sanctuary cities is perfectly legal.
What's that?
Cutting federal funds to sanctuary cities is legal.
It is legal to do it's legal, but it's not right.
But why? They're breaking the law.
Well, if you believe in states